Hello, soldiers. This is Commander Luckless, back from another successful mission. We've been doing pretty good so far, taking some injuries, but we've generally been able to keep most of our soldiers alive throughout the missions, which is good. Someone told me that, yeah, that's what I thought. Our engineer is not idle. And yeah, we've got Arbit Scarlin in the tactics school. Yeah, I don't know what he meant. We're looking good. We've got the Advent Mech breakdown coming up. Hopefully we'll get some armor from there. We've got a supply drop in 9 days, and you know what? Generally we're doing okay. My main concern is all these wounded soldiers. Now we do have 2 lieutenants, a sergeant corporal available, a bunch of squaddies. So I think we're doing okay. So we could kind of run into anything. What I want to try to work on now, though, is I want to get that next slot in my squad. So let me see how I can do that. Squad size 2 requires rank required captain and 75 supplies. Can I see the rankings or something somewhere? Archives? Wow, look at all this stuff. Ranger class, we got stuff on classes. Strategic concepts. It's pretty cool. Captain. Well, I mean, just have to keep getting into missions, I guess. Maybe it's after lieutenant. So we need Timmermans or Hawkins out there. And then I just want to take more of a look at this. I think this is kind of like the facility. Stay with me. Soldiers will be more likely to bleed out than to die outright. That's good. I mean, not good, but better than dying. Vulture. Right. I don't think it's worth 75 supplies. Some of these might be worth it, though. The squad mate dies or is critically wounded, gain random tactical bonuses for 2 turns. Ooh. That's pretty good. Oh, there's another purchase. Okay, that's purchase. I'm gonna say, oh, there's another one? Okay, we definitely need that. And I think once we get squad size 2, that's when we'll take a shot at the black site. I feel like if you fail that mission, it's like GG. So I want to make sure I do it. Rumor from the Resistance, life science. Commander, after a recent success, members of the Resistance in West Asia brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. Intel. How's our intel situation? Pretty solid. Intel is pretty solid. Kind of low on supplies. But what I need is engineers. I think that's what we should try to get. Supplies and intel. We can make contact. We're at 404, so I don't know why it's allowing me to try to do that. Oh, we weren't done this. Make contact in Europe.
Course for Eastern European Ward.
That's what we want to do. Yes. Spread word. We are spreading word of our power. 60 supplies.
New
Awesome.
regional contacts located.
And East Africa. We can get closer to this site. Now. Oh, this one's gone. So they actually Oh, interesting. So they do disappear after a while, the missions. This black market one's been here for a while, though. Should we check out the black market or the intel? Or the other thing that we could do is we could go back to base and use that Avenger upgrade that will allow us to heal faster. Another option. We build a tower? Or we can install radio relay. 2 to 4 days. Plus 90 supplies. Intel costs to make contact with nearby regions also be reduced. Let's do it.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
Advent has legions of these mechanized units out there helping to keep the peace. As far as I can tell, they're fully automated and armed to the teeth.
From our initial breakdown, I have to assume the Advent mech design was at least in part based on the alien sectopod, similar autonomous war machine lacking in biological components. As far as I can tell, the Advent variant was supposed to be less intimidating, more suited for urban pacification or peacekeeping operations conducted in proximity to the civilian crowds. That facade only works because of carefully disguised weapon systems integrated throughout the machine. I don't think people would react so calmly if they knew about the micromissiles launching system linked to Advent's network. Running facial recognition on the crowds at microsecond intervals. Damn. Okay, so that allows us to build a Gremlin Mark II. And blue screen protocol. I wonder what that is. Mark II Gremlin is an improved version of the standard Gremlin drone. Not only will it greatly increase the hacking stat of our specialists, but many specialists' abilities improve their effectiveness when the Gremlin becomes more advanced. The number of mechanized unit Advent has available to throw at us, developing munitions capable of disabling them should be one of our highest priorities. He can suggest that we look at disrupting their core operating system, and I agree. It's a good place to start. Okay. Magnetic weapons. Seems pretty strong. There's also the Muton Corpse. Oh, and the datapad encryption. That'll give us intel. I don't feel like we don't really need intel right now. Something we could use when we like need a burst of intel. I really want to get like armor. The magnetic weapons is also very tempting.
Central Officer Bradford has personally substantiated claims that the massive frontline unit they call the Muton was actually at one time even larger than the specimen I have before me today. As it is, the creature is abnormally warm to the touch for a corpse, and I must say, it is quite disconcerting.
No kidding.
The aliens have considerable resources at their disposal, but we've still managed to do reasonably well against them, despite our own limitations.
Okay, now I understand what he meant. I have Noriko Takeda in there, but I'm not actually...
We're ready to go, Commander.
Researching
if you need
anything.
A Skulljack, we can build one at any time.
But maybe we should do... I don't have... Lies. That sucks. Or ammo. Why don't we try the blue screen protocol? Or the grenade. Let's try the grenade. Yeah, grenade.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
We'll have to do the Skulljack next time. The other thing I could do, actually, is start clearing out machinery with Noriko, since that's not... Tramps with grenades isn't, like, mission critical. Getting some more facilities up, like power, probably is. So that we can upgrade. Let's do this one.
Commander, I'm going to need more help on the engineering team before I can start clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer.
I totally agree. Do my best. We're almost done the sharpshooter training. Excellent.
Reading you loud and clear.
90 supplies. Okay, what do we have to do? Future combat, all GTS tactic costs reduced by 50%. Right. So we still have life signs and the black market. Or we could go back and get our soldiers back in health. I think we have enough for a squad, so it's not... I don't think we need to necessarily do that. Although I think Heretic's excited to get back in. I'm just trying to do what's best for us in general. Intel, black market. Maybe we should go to the black market just to see what it's all
Avenger
about.
plotting new course.
I have a feeling we're gonna get one of those missions coming up that we have to deal with.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
I hope so.
The aliens make a strong statement by fielding these massive creatures as their frontline combat units. I doubt they thought anyone would resist when faced with the alternative of staring down a muton.
I've never seen any of the previous muton variants, personally. I can only go by the stories I've heard from Central Officer Bradford and others. As they say, the current breed is apparently on the smaller side, although considerably more agile than the original. Internally, the subject maintains all the hallmarks of extensive genetic modification, with additional musculature and bone protecting the internal organs from any risk of direct contact. The aliens clearly spent a great deal of time and effort honing the abilities of the muton as a frontline combat soldier. I had heard that our soldiers believed the mutons to be part of a tribal society, at least originally, based on their unusual battle cries and markings seen in the field. Having finally gotten a closer look, I confirmed the presence of unusual scarification that could certainly be attributed to ritualistic behavior of some kind. Advanced grenade launcher and plasma grenades. Nice. So these guys have grenades. Okay. Searcher. Further, larger effect radius. Beautiful. Studying the aliens' more complex explosive ordnance, we concluded that the best means of advancing our own grenade design was to scrap the conventional composition entirely. In its place, we have theorized an Illyrium-based detonator could be the key to assembling a substantially more lethal and destructive weapon for our troops. Proving ground project, okay. Hyperotops. I feel like this is going to be venom weapons. Or medical supplies. So maybe it's a better med kit. Plate. What am I talking about? Plate armor is right here. Do that.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
It's gonna take a while, but let's check in on you guys. The living quarters. This will give me a chance to talk about the soldier diary. So I think what I've decided to do is I'm gonna pick one of your soldier diaries from each episode to do a voiceover for, because it's taking me too long to do all of them. So I'm gonna pick one from each episode, and what I'll do is I'll rotate through you guys so you get an even distribution. Oh, looks like you guys are getting along. Luckless Smash Locks, checking out the TV, of course. And who's hitting the bar? Oh, it's empty. Probably because we haven't had any casualties in a little while.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander. What do you know about these gene therapy clinics, Doctor? They seem like a big draw for the cities right now.
Having worked in one of the facilities, I can tell you firsthand. They do offer a level of medical care unmatched by any previous effort in our history. The aliens have effectively cured all of humanity's greatest ailments. Cancer, malaria, AIDS. The process is relatively simple.
As long as you're compliant.
Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of all Advent policies. For many people, that's hardly a consideration. A minor inconvenience, at most.
I'm beginning to see the appeal. Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Decided to change... Oh, can we not? Yeah. Decided to change the experimental grenade one since we're going to be getting new grenades anyways. Everything's taking a long time. We got supply drop in 1 day. And we do this black market. Here
Priority
we go.
message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
So we've got Freeman and Brent. You guys are available at Resistance HQ. We've got 390. Avatar Progress 1, Dark Events completed 1. Current activities, Advent Alloy Padding. It's being prepared. Improving their battle gear, adding armor to some of their soldiers in the field for a month. Aliens improved their threat response procedures, guaranteeing a reinforcements on all guerrilla ops for a month. Wow. Let's reveal this. Aliens find a mole within the resistance, reducing the retaliation counter by 2 weeks. Damn it. Okay, so the next retaliation is 5 weeks. I don't really understand, like, maybe you guys could explain this a bit better to me. Are these all going on right now, or in 5 weeks one of these is going to happen? I don't really get that. Or in 5 weeks are all those going to happen? This is provide us the location. Okay, let's head right there. Wait. Oh, this is almost done. Let's just do that. Successfully located. They seem willing to provide us with material support in exchange for intel. Oh. Buy any unused items we can spare. Oh, that's good. Let's see what we can buy. Oh, we can buy research. Really? And scientists and supplies. Wow, this is awesome. Well, I'm gonna get the weapons. We're gonna hang on to the rest of the intel, but this is good to know. We can sell stuff for intel or for supplies, it looks like. I don't know. I don't think that's really worth selling. Data pads, 42 supplies. We're in a pinch, I guess we can sell stuff. Okay, good. Let's get to our supply
Avenger
drop.
plotting new course.
Oh, you gradually get them. I'm gonna go back to Resistance
Setting course
HQ,
for
and
the
maybe we
Arctic.
can hire one of you guys as engineers and veteran soldiers. Okay.
Welcome, Commander.
Engineer. Freeman's an engineer. I'm gonna do it. Gather intelligence. So we can sit here and gather intelligence if we want to. Do we get this? No, I'm gonna hang on to the rest of the supplies. Oops. Let's see what we can do with the engineer now. We've got Freeman. We can clear. We can work on. We can work on the blue screen. Oh, we don't have anyone in here. Let's get Salty in there. We have a pretty wide variety now. Before I do that, let me just take a look. What do we need? Got 1, 2, 3 sharpshooters, 3 grenadiers, 2 specialists. One, 2 rangers, 3 rangers. So, specialist, I guess? Yep, looks like it. Okay, I don't want Red Shirt to be a specialist though, because he's meant to die on the front lines. Because he's a Red Shirt. So we're gonna train Lori as a specialist. 5 days. Okay, good. Where are we gonna put the other engineer? We could do this. Actually, come to think of it, can we upgrade 80 supplies for 2 power? What do we want to build next? Can't really look. Put the engineer in here. So that'll we'll get that cleared, and we can look at what we could possibly build. Okay. Let's get this intel.
New course.
Lots of time in the strategic map on this one, guys. Waiting for this to happen. Jeez.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
No kidding. I don't think we're ready yet,
The
though.
aliens aren't slowing down. They've already got multiple facilities operating across the globe. We're running out of time.
Okay, we can get there pretty fast. Yeah, that's cool. So once we get another contact available, we could make contact with New Indonesia. Get on that facility.
Strategic resource located.
Low power scans along the surface reveal faint life signs. On closer inspection, we discovered a badly wounded sectoid tucked away in the ruins of an old building. After limited interrogation, the sectoid expired. Did manage to get some new information out of it first, though. Okay. Yeah, what did we need again? Oh yeah, we need to get someone ranked up. So we need a mission. Surprised we haven't gotten one yet. Might as well go back to
Setting
HQ.
course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
And
Welcome, Commander.
medical assistance. We can bring in Dr. Chris Brandt. By the way, this is a really good story. Really good background story for Chris Brandt. Nobody is born a soldier. When your home is on fire and your friends lie dead around you, either become or hope for one. The two Brandt brothers, Chris and Nicholas, chose the former. Chris is the older one of the two, and while his autism makes him reliant on an officer for directions on the battlefield, it also makes his skills sharp as a razor's edge. The brothers have since separated and seek to find each other in a world at war. That was Vanu that wrote that, which is really cool. So it looks like his brother has actually become a scientist, which is pretty cool. I like medical assistance, maybe. Let's get everyone up. Fire new targets for our guerrilla operations against Advent, Commander. Let's review those targets. So yeah, we can counter some of these dark events. We get supplies for Operation Hell Hand. Difficulty difficult. Counters dark event Advent alloy padding. Gives Advent units extra armor. Destroy the alien relay. Moderate, we get a scientist. Hack the workstation in Advent facility. Guarantees reinforcements on all guerrilla ops. don't know. More important at this point. I feel like the scientists are pretty damn important. Reinforcements are also a pain in the butt. And it's moderate. I don't know about difficult. Although, I don't know how trustworthy these actually are. Extra armor. Fuck. We get an engineer. We actually need an engineer. Should we do it? Let's do it.
Setting course for Sector 14, East Asia.
God, this is such a mistake. Oh, man. LGB, Timmermans, Hawkins. We're gonna bring in our best. Best and our brightest. Oops. Heretic Grim. You wanted action. You got it. We've got a sniper. We've got a support. We've got a ranger. And 2 grenadiers. I think that's pretty solid. Let's change up your loadout. Also, oh, we don't have any. I guess we used the personal combat sim on someone else, but we didn't. Gonna give you the vest because you're gonna be on the front line. I think you guys all already have weapon upgrades. In case though. Yeah. Do we have any special grenades? No. Good luck, soldiers! I think you might need it on this one.
Sky Ranger.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
In mission.
Dr. Tygan has picked up a signal from a hidden alien communications relay sending data to the Advent network from this area. Anything we can do to disrupt the aliens' logistics increases our chances of stopping their progress. We'll need to secure the area and eliminate any hostiles, then destroy the relay before they finish their transmission.
Operation Cryptic Crown. Shack City, Beijing. What shots suffer no aim penalties when triggered as part of an ambush? Okay, cool.
Menace 1-5, the communications relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target.
We're in concealment.